What is up, Average Dude TV? I wanted to make a video. I know I've been slacking. Life's been hectic. Not an excuse. I want to make this video about a principle that Matt and I share. And we want to make this video for a while. And I think moving forward, this is going to be a concept that we bring up and we talk about a lot. Because this is something that changed both of our lives. And it's a very basic principle. It's called you already know. And a lot of people, they find themselves trying to make a decision. And they have two or even more options, you know? And they're trying to, you know, what's the pros and cons of this one and this one and this one and this one. And that's great. Pro and con lists can definitely help you make a decision. But we both believe, and I strongly believe because I've lived through this, the best decision for you is the decision that you actually want the most. And this has nothing to do with logic. It has nothing to do with being rational. It has to do with what you want. Because, let's be honest, what we want the most, usually, is not that logical, or not that rational. Or, you know, when someone asks why you to justify why you're doing that, it's like hard to explain because it's just intuition. And that's what this principle does, is it forces you to listen to your intuition, because we believe that your intuition is going to be right more than logic or rationale, or my mom told me to do this and my dad said that this is, you know, I could get a job as an accountant, so I should study accounting, but I really want to be a painter, or whatever it is. So this principle is called you already know. And you could use it on yourself, and you could use it with other people, and it's so simple, guys. All you have to do is ask yourself when you're trying to make a decision and you've been going back and forth and, this is, it's good about this, what's bad about that, and you say to yourself, you already know what you want to do. And whatever that first option that pops into your mind when you say, I already know what I want to do, or what do I really want to do, the first thing that pops into your mind, that is the right decision. And maybe you might not even consciously be aware that that's what you want to do. But what this principle does is whatever comes to your mind first is, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm just a guy, I'm a business student, I'm somebody that does a lot of thinking, and I'm somebody that has used this principle, and this is how I'm going to continue to live my life because I believe in it. I believe that whatever that first thought that pops in your head, that first option, when you say, I already know, or you already know, I believe that subliminally, even if you're not consciously aware, even though I think most of the time that you are consciously aware of it, that's what you want to do the most, and therefore that's the option that you should pick. Now the dilemma is that you have to trust this process, because most people, they'll think of it, it'll pop into their head, and then they'll go, okay, but then they revert back to like, oh, logic, rationality. And it's like, that's great, and yeah, you could use, some logic and some rationality to help make your decision, sure. But at the same time, I believe you're going to be happiest doing what you want to do the most. And this process gets you to realize that, gets you to identify that over the other options, because you're asking yourself, and let's put it this way, you could only think one sentence at a time. So when you say, I already know, and the first thing that pops into your head is, I want to be a painter, who gives a crap if right after you say, I want to be a painter, your second option is, I want to be an accountant? Doesn't matter. You want to be a painter. So all this does, this is the crazy thing about it. Like, deep down, we all already know what we want to do and what's going to make us the happiest. And, people are going to say, yeah, but I want to put some logic into my decision because there's no jobs in painting and there's no that. But the thing that you're forgetting is that if you do what you love, it's so much easier for you to put in that extra effort and put in that extra work. And probably the first decision that you think of that you actually want to do is going to actually be the hardest thing for you to do. Which segues me into something else, which is do what is hard and your life will be easy. Do what is easy and your life will be hard. I like putting myself in uncomfortable situations. That's how you grow. By doing the rational things and not putting yourself in uncomfortable spots, you're not going to grow as much. I decided to transfer. I decided to go down and work an internship. I had no friends down there. I was living alone for a couple months. And I'm going to continue to make my decisions this way, because I know that this is the key to life, is making your decisions based off of what you actually deep down want to do, and basing your decisions off of not what is easier, like most people do. Oh, what's easier? It's about what is more difficult, what is harder. you know? And recently, I realized myself that, you know, I've been trying to like find like what's my core passion. You know, I love business. I'm interested in a lot of things. I'm interested in technology. I'm interested in health. But there's a difference between an interest, you know, I want to know about it, I want to learn a little bit about it, and like a passion where it's like, if you had to, you know, stay up for a week straight and like, you know, study this information and do this activity, like you wouldn't even mind. Honestly, you would love it. So that's the difference between an interest and a passion. This is something I've been thinking about for a while. I'm trying to find, you know, my direction. I want to go into business. That's great. I love business. Business is definitely one of my passions, but I want to get a little bit deeper than just like business, right? And, you know, I realized that my deepest passion at the core that branches out into everything else that I do is just talking to people. Is just sharing experiences with people, engaging with people, meeting people, building relationships, understanding people, right? And just trying to help people in that capacity, just through talking, by listening to them, understanding, you know, their problem or their dilemma, and then saying, okay, I understand where you're at. You know, this is the principle that I use. And really, I usually don't tell people things that they don't know deep down already. All I do is I give them the key to see that. Kind of like I did with the principles right here. You know, you already know, and do what is hard. Because, guys, you already know what you want to do. You already know what the right decision is, yet we ignore it most of the time, and we do what's rational, or what's, you know, socially acceptable, or what society wants us to do. And that's great. You know, you're never going to be your happiest if you don't actually do what you want to do. You know, like I said, at the core, you know, I love talking to people, engaging with people, helping people, motivating people, making people like want to be better, and making people move forward. And like, that's why we started this YouTube channel to begin with. An opportunity came up, something that I didn't think I would have the opportunity to do for 10 or 12, 15 years. And TED Talk is actually having an audition at my school at URI in a couple weeks, because they're having an event here. I'm not sure actually when the event is. I was like, screw it. Like, the opportunity came up. What are you waiting for? You don't know when it's gonna come up again. Is that the easy thing? No, I'm gonna be pretty freaking nervous about it, but like, it's what I want to do. And so I'm gonna audition for that. And if I don't get it, I don't get it. If I do, then that would be like, you know, one of my like long-term life goals that I'd be able to accomplish. And even just to have the opportunity to possibly, you know, get a foot in the door is just mind-blowing to me. So, guys, do what is hard and your life will be easy. Do what is easy and your life will be hard. You already know what you want to do, so now it's time for you to go out there and make it happen. I really appreciate Average Dude Nation. I appreciate you. I appreciate every single person that you share the video with, and every single like, every single subscription, everything. It means like so much to me. The fact that we have 330 subscribers, not even a year into it, is like, I could just tear up, to be honest. Like, it really means the world to me. And like, this is what I love. Like, I've made a video in like a week, and I'm just like so hyped to be making a video, because I don't know, this is just my passion. Like, it really is. And so hopefully you can recognize that, and hopefully what I said you can translate into your life and make better decisions, and make these decisions that are gonna make you happier in the long term. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please click that subscription button. We really appreciate it. Follow us on Instagram at AverageDudeTV. What else? If you have any video ideas, comments, questions, whatever you want to do, we're here. I love speaking with you guys. I love you guys, and have a great day.